Hey, drone shots. Welcome, welcome.
Howdy.
Hey, how you doing, Dominic?
All right, yourself?
Another day in paradise.
Yeah, you can say that again. Howdy.
Hey,
How is everything? All right, yourself?
another day in paradise. I had my speaker going.
Jody, good
Hey,
evening.
Jody.
Justin, sup?
Here comes
So,
Justin. Yes.
so I put the scam call
Joel?
video up.
Oh,
I had to narrate over it though because he didn't pick up my voice; it only picked up the scammer's voice.
okay.
So,
Jody's here. Yep, 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 yep. Justin.
old Jody, what's up? You guys want a funny video? Watch this, Paul.
What's that?
Cool. That'll be $27.95.
Shit. I'm such an idiot. I must have left my wallet in the office.
Oh, so you don't have the
Oh my
money?
god, I'm so sorry. Is there any way you could just like leave the pizzas here and I could pay for them tomorrow after
Nah,
work?
unfortunately, that's against company policy.
That makes sense. Man, that sucks. I was just really craving pizza.
Well, you know, there are other ways you could pay for the pizza.
Oh, do you guys have Apple Pay?
No, I mean like, you know, other ways.
Are you saying that if I, you'll give me the pizza?
Do we have a deal?
No. Ew.
Well,
no.
You said you were really craving
You
pizza.
think I would prostitute myself out for $27 worth of pizza?
Well, in this economy, it's a pretty good deal.
No.
I mean, like, if you factor in inflation.
No.
Have you seen gas prices?
No, you fucking perv.
What if I throw in breadsticks?
Come in. I just gotta get
I was thinking about
It was
it.
the breadsticks.
Yeah. Yeah, they make some funny videos.
Well, one of my new controllers arrived today.
Oh, great. And it's got antennas.
It's the RC2.
Yep. Nice.
I have nothing to fly with it, but I've got it. Because I think you have to have
Air 3 or Mini 4 is the RC2.
And the Neo now.
And the Neo. Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, well, because it took about
But Paul's already had a Neo, so he's not going to go down that route
it
again.
did about 45 minutes of updating because it added the Neo.
Yeah, you should have kept it. Hello, David.
Hello.
Well, the other thing too is that
Uh,
I'm not really sure. It didn't seem to want to take my login information, so I don't know. Maybe it's logged in on somebody
Did
else.
you connect it to Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you've not pinned.
Oh, okay. Thank you, David.
You're welcome.
I need somebody to watch me.
Well, you got these two people on the panel here that have been sat here for a while and not helped you. Just goes to show you just need someone across the pond to look after you.
Shut up.
I wonder if my chat's going to work today. Tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. There's the scam call video if anybody wants to watch it.
No. Where's the scan call video?
I just
I see
posted
In the
it
Laura
chat.
was playing Fortnite all afternoon.
Oh, God. Oh, there it is.
She's into it. She's into it.
Oh,
Laura. She was playing Fortnite all afternoon.
oh yeah.
I didn't see you over there though.
Yeah, I came on and played a couple rounds with him. She ended it though, like right after I came on. Like after about
Yeah,
a half
don't blame
hour
her.
after I gave it.
I don't blame her.
Christ, I can't wait until it.
Right, I got a video for you.
Okay.
You've all played Angry Birds. Yeah.
I have, yeah.
No, I haven't. But I
Well-
don't play games. But go ahead.
It looks like times are changing because the birds are getting a revenge.
I didn't I do too.
It's just the way the bird just sits there and then walks off.
Well, I think the sound was added to that, but that's all right
Yeah.
No, it
because
was.
that's an external.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
definitely an external sound, but the fact that the bird just whacks into his head and then lands on the floor and then gets up and walks off
Yep.
like nothing had happened.
Well, in his world, nothing had happened.
I still want to know how that bird died in my backyard. Because it was already dead when the dogs went outside and they were barking at it, and it was just dead on the ground already. So the dogs didn't do it.
Like
So,
I said,
I don't-
it's a bird. When he died, he got to go somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm just curious if it hit something and then fell, or did it just die in midair? Or
Yeah. It tends to happen.
it didn't look like it had any damage on it. There wasn't like any cuts or anything on it, like where it looked like it got attacked by anything. I just dug a hole in the backyard and buried it. And put some rocks over top of it halfway down the hole so no animals will try to dig it up. Got a couple of big softball size rocks that I stuck over top of it.
in 12 hours, peace will descend on this place. For 10 days.
Laura's not even getting ready. She's just been doing Fortnite testing on all her devices.
You've noticed? Yeah. She's been getting in the shower for the last 2 hours. Here's a strange story for you. A disabled woman was found in a back garden 11 days after police found her wheelchair in the back garden. She was literally behind the bin bags where the wheelchair was.
Mm-hmm.
And the police did a river search, a pond search, searched everywhere, and she was right next to the wheelchair.
Oh, you should have heard a quote from one of the. I was telling Laura and Tim about this earlier. I was reading an article and they were on the game, and there was a 11-year-old kid got in trouble down here for, doing terroristic threats towards other students.
Yeah.
And the sheriff arrested him, and they got him in juvie. And the sheriff's statement was, "If these little bastards think they're going to get away with this, they got another thing coming. We'll arrest every one of them." I said, "Damn." That's exactly what he said. He said, "Those little bastards."
That's what we need more of.
What's up, Russell?
Honest speaking people. Little bastards.
TJ,
What's up, TJ?
that's who I
Hey,
speak.
DJ, it's dinner time. Is it peanut butter and jelly night?
Peanut butter and jelly. That's
Hey,
funny.
TJ, were those stickers expensive? Because those things were thick, dude.
No, I think they're they were
They were some well-made
I for-
stickers. They seemed like they
yeah,
would've been
I
expensive.
forgot how many I ordered, but like I had it I had a special code, so I typed in the code and they were like $50 for however many there were.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
those
you,
are some thick-ass stickers, dude.
in
Yeah.
a former life, TJ was a Scouts footballer.
Scouts footballer.
Dude, he looks like Bob Ross on those fucking.
Ian
on those,
Rush.
stickers.
One of the guys said I look like damn what the heck's his name? Friggin'
Dominic,
Yep,
no
Ian
no
Rush.
not no
On the panel.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, maybe Freddie Mercury, but
Yeah.
who's the other guy? Freaking Borat. That's who. It
Oh, the
is.
other guy. Yeah,
Borat.
the other guy.
Borat.
Borat,
Yeah. On the stickers, though, you look like Bob Ross holding an FPV drone. He said, "We're just gonna paint a nice little pretty bush
Hey,
over
now
here."
get ready. When he opens his mouth, his face will disappear. Wow.
So we're just gonna fly our FPV drone into this pretty little bush. Don't tell nobody we're gonna put this little pretty little bush.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's funny. That's
go.
pretty good.
Here we go. Flight number 2.
Yeah. Here you go,
Stand
TJ.
by. Here we go.
That's funny.
Ready, TJ?
What are we looking at?
This video. And I can find the fucking cursor. Right. This is Harry Enfield, the Scousers.
Hey, that's my video. Give the fuck yeah, but that's my freaking Nintendo. Hey, but that's my my CD player, you teeny bastards! People like you who give a scope bad thing. Oh yeah!
TJ's.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I don't think that's as good as TJ eating his sandwich.
When he gets to the applesauce.
Back in 5.
Okay.
Bam.
No worries.
So here's the scam call if you guys want to listen to it. Here you go. The other day, so I decided to call him back and do a little bit of trolling, but unfortunately my voice did not pick up on the call. I only picked up his voice, but yeah, we're gonna kind of just walk through it and see what he said.
Please tell me the cancellation ID number, like order ID number, invoice number, so that I can check more details.
So as far as now in the call, the scammer is thinking I am a legitimate scam, and he is talking me through the process, but he quickly catches on.
Okay. All right, just wait. Let me check it, okay?
So right here in the call is when he actually breaks how much it's going to be for the scam.
Okay, well, here we can see that. This is for a Geek Squad service, protection of your computer as well as your smart devices. This is for $349.
Bitch, please!
And this is where the scammer goes off the wall. Not really sure why. I didn't really give him any indication to, but he did.
Right, wow. That's amazing, I guess, right? Right. So you wanted to go with the service or you want to cancel it?
So again, I was still going along with him. I thought he was going along with it. I was telling him I want the refund because he was asking me, because that's the whole point of the scam. But then it just turned south.
Thank you. Have a good day. No, I will need anything. This is for your service and you want the service. So what I will need, sir? So you want the refund or you want to go with the service?
So this is where it gets really funny, and I just couldn't help but laugh. And yeah, so you'll hear it.
Oh, but you are not sure that what is refund and what is... If you need refund, do one thing. Turn on your computer. The computer is on. All right, type pussy. Pussy. Black pussy, yes.
Into the mouth. Nice.
Type black pussy and lick it.
So right here, I found it real funny that he kept mentioning black pussy. I don't know what the significance
Really going
was. That. I
downhill.
didn't really find that offensive. So yeah. Anyway.
Oh, wow. Great. Great. Goodbye.
Shut up, bitch!
So that was pretty much the end of the call. I found it kind of.
That's the same guy that I talked to?
That was the same guy you talked to.
Yeah. So he's still at it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, no, that was the day I called him when I muted you guys on the stream and I was talking to him.
Oh, okay.
How did you get his number, Justin? Was it on the email or?
No, Paul had it on his phone, so Paul gave me the number and I started calling it back.
Oh.
And the dude guy, he was like, "Go to your computer and look up black pussy." And I was like, "How's that offensive? I don't like if you're gonna say something offensive, at least find something that you would, I guess, piss somebody off." Because I didn't find that offensive at all. I was like, okay, whatever.
Well, to an
It sounded
Indian, to an Indian, it probably is offensive.
Yeah, that most definitely sounded like the dude was from like India or some shit.
Oh, he was 100% from India.
Oh, that's crazy. I wonder how come it didn't like how come it didn't record you guys' conversation? How come you had to like go and like?
Because I don't know, something with Google Voice. I don't think it records both, or I think it was something to do with my recording software, and then Google Voice probably has it to where it doesn't record both sides. I'm not entirely sure. what the
Oh,
reason behind
Yeah.
it was, so I just kind of narrated a little bit over it. But the thing was, like, when the guy asked me for the reference number, I just made up like an 8-digit number because the numbers don't exist. And he was like,
yeah.
"Oh, yes, yes, I got that number right here. Let me look this up." Like, yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah, I guess those guys over there don't have anything else better to do than like scam people.
That's how they make money.
Yeah.
Easy money, easy money.
Yeah.
I mean, he can report it, Jody, but I mean, well, the FBI, I mean, really is just going to take
Right.
a note
And
of
the
it.
next question is, Paul, have you checked your bank account to make sure you still haven't
Yeah,
taken?
there's nothing changed.
Good, 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 good.
Just keep an eye on it really close for the next couple weeks, because sometimes they don't always just immediately take it out.
No.
Sometimes they'll sit on it for a while, or they
Yeah,
may
so-
sell your information to somebody else.
Yeah, sit on it for about a month or two. And then
Well,
boom.
and so, yeah, well, sometimes too, what they'll do is the scammers aren't actually out to take your money right away. They'll get a big batch of information and then they'll sell it on the black market to somebody else that will do something nefarious with it, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's easier for them. They don't have to deal with a bunch of banks and shit. They just sell a big bundle of information
Good evening,
to somebody
Brenda.
somewhere,
Brenda.
and they get a big chunk of money, and then that other person deals with all the bullshit.
Yeah.
That's Captain Peanut talking right there.
Captain Peanut.
I mean, you think as closely as India works with the US and stuff, and a lot how many companies do business there, you think the Indian government would do more to try to curb that shit, because it just makes them look bad at the end of the day.
See, that's what makes his car go. He just rocks it. Just
Like I said, Paul could report it to the FBI tip line for online scamming, but at the end of the day, they're not really going to be able to do anything about it because it's all the way in India. I mean, but it doesn't hurt to report it though, because you never know. They could have somebody in the US working with them too. So sometimes they have money mules that are in betweens that will take money and then transfer it to them in like Bitcoin and shit through like PayPal accounts and stuff.
There's another banana right there. No. There you go. I got me. Baby, I gotta go. Did you give her a treat? I can't. I haven't done it.
So what you been up to lately, Justin, besides that scamming thing?
Much really. So
Yeah.
these fingerprint shit to come back, but they said it'd take about a week and a half. So
Oh yeah, you're still waiting on that. Hasn't it been
Yeah.
hasn't it been long enough already?
I went and got them done on Thursday last week. So no, you can't count the weekend because it's all
Oh.
business days. So it's only been 5 days. So they said
Gotcha.
a week. They said a week. They said at the most 2 weeks, but they said about a week, week and a half. It usually takes.
No.
Because it's not just a simple ass background check like companies do. It's a more in depth one that has to go through the state. So it's
Oh
actual
yeah.
the state government is the one doing the background check on you through them. That's not a like most companies. They just have a third party firm they use that does a quick background check on you.
Oh, gotcha.
They're not as accurate. The state does a lot more in depth. Like they check to see if you like ever been institutionalized, anything like that, for like mental
Oh, I see.
disability, like mental disorders, anything like that. Because that
Yeah.
can actually, just getting put into a mental institution for any kind of mental issue you might have had at one point can actually negate you from a lot of things that you would be able to do if you didn't. Like you can't get a concealed weapons permit. A lot of state agencies and schools and stuff like that won't hire you.
Yeah.
So it can actually hurt you in a way. But unfortunately, if you do have mental issues, you need to go get those sorted out. But at the end of the day, it will screw you out of some stuff that, you had a right to before.
Right.
Just like in Florida, if you have a medical marijuana card, it automatically makes you, you're no longer allowed to have a concealed carry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You can't conceal carry if you have a marijuana card.
Why is that? Just because, like, I guess medical marijuana and firearms.
Well, because medical marijuana is still a stigma in most places, so
Oh
they just
yeah.
don't allow it.
So you could either do one or the other.
And they look at it as just like alcohol; it's an impairment at the end
Right.
of the day. So that's the way they look at it. Like, you cannot have a medical marijuana card and smoke marijuana and conceal carry, but if you get into a actual situation where you have to use that gun, they will drug test you. Like you
Oh.
get drug, like they drug test you and all that because that's part of the investigation. You know what I'm saying? And if
Right.
you're on anything that you're not prescribed by the doctor, because medical marijuana is not technically, it's not the same. Like you can go to a doctor and they can prescribe you Percocets and that's okay. Companies
Yeah.
will accept that. The police will accept it. But if a doctor prescribes you marijuana, even though it's legal, it's like they still don't accept that as a legit prescription.
Right.
All it really
Right.
does is keep you from getting arrested by the cops. That's it. It doesn't really, like, jobs can still turn you down for jobs because you pop positive for marijuana, even though you have a legal medical card for it. That's still
Oh,
because it's still illegal on the federal level, so there's still a lot of stigma around it.
oh, gotcha.
Which, like I said, doesn't make sense to me because all the prescriptions that doctors can give you for like Percocets and all that, pain medication, all that shit's scheduled one the same as marijuana as far as the federal government's concerned. But yet that's okay. I don't understand why that's okay, but medical marijuana is not.
Hmm.
If you're gonna
Interesting.
pass a law in your state that says it's okay, then companies and shit should have to accept it, just like any other prescription.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of companies have actually given up on doing drug testing now. A lot of companies don't do it anymore because it's just not worth their money anymore. Because so many
Yeah.
companies have legalized marijuana, and 90% of the drug tests the people were popping positive for when they would go get a job, it wasn't for cocaine and crack and all that. It was for marijuana. So
Yeah.
companies were wasting hundreds of millions of dollars a year on drug testing for a lot of companies stopped doing it. Walmart doesn't drug test anymore unless you are asset protection or management. Salary
But
management.
how would they know that in the first place?
What do you mean?
Like if you go to apply for Walmart or whatever, how would they know if you're asset or I guess like for the position that you're applying for? Okay.
Yeah, if you get a salary management position or you're in asset protection, which is the in-store security, those are the only two you have to have a drug test for.
Oh, gotcha.
As far as I know, that's the way it was when I left. But just to get hired as a regular employee to stock shit all day, they don't even drug test you anymore. They quit doing it.
Oh.
Because you got to think Walmart was paying like $100 every time they sent somebody to get a drug test at LabCorp, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
they would send somebody off. They would work 2 days and then quit. And then Walmart still has to pay them those full days because that $100 doesn't come out of the employee's pocket. That comes out of Walmart's pocket.
Yeah.
So now they just spent $100 for somebody to work a day. And then there's sometimes people don't show up after the drug test. They just never show up. They take the drug test and Walmart pays for it, and then they don't even show up to work. They end up just going somewhere else or just never coming in. since like 30 something states have legalized marijuana, a lot of companies just gave up on it. They were like, we're not going to do it anymore. Because like I said, they weren't getting popped for hard drugs because most crackheads aren't going to make, they're not going to make it that far into a process of getting hired somewhere without somebody noticing something.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that does make sense.
If you're
It's
on
kinda-
meth or
kinda-
coke, meth real
like,
bad or something, it's going to
I
be
guess it's
noticeable.
kind of waste of time and money, I guess.
Like I said, if there's somebody that's on meth really bad, you're going to notice that. You know
Yeah.
what? I mean, it's not hard to really look at somebody and tell whether they're on hard drugs or not. I can always look at somebody and tell you if they're on pills or meth or something real bad. It's not hard to tell. I've been around enough people that have been on hard drugs to know what it looks like.
What, just the way they're acting or the way they're walking or whatever?
Right, and plus they can't function very well on a daily basis. So
Oh.
holding a job is really hard for them. You know what I'm saying? Holding down a job.
Right, right. I'm still kind of confused a little bit about just like one little piece of like the scamming situation thing. Cause like when I looked at that one stream where it was like really short, I was trying to come onto and then it like ended. Like how did that scammer like get into that stream or whatever? Or how did
He
how,
got into
like,
because Paul let him into his computer by accident.
oh, okay.
And then he was controlling Paul's computer. Because if you look at the stream, you can see Paul's holding his phone reading the number off to me, and in the middle of him reading the number off, the stream just ends.
Oh, gotcha.
So Paul wasn't even touching his computer at the time, and he said that the scammer was
manipulating my computer.
he said this cursor
Were
was
you-
moving around on his
Paul-
computer.
Paul, were you ordering something or whatever online or something or?
No, I was being charged $350, and so I called to make sure, find out what it was and cancel because I didn't order anything. And that's when I got the Hindu.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. Because you had a charge of that amount, and you didn't know like where. Okay.
Well, see, Randy, in most states, it's right. There's a lot of states that are considered right to work, right? So they don't have to give you a reason why they don't want to hire you. They could just make up a reason. They could just say, "Oh, we're taking applications, but we're not looking for position. We're not actually filling positions right now." They can give you any excuse. They don't have to actually tell you, "You look like a crackhead, so we're not going to hire you."
So-
A right to work state, they don't have to tell you shit. They could fire you for no reason. That's the way Florida is. A company can fire you right on the spot for no. They don't have to have a legitimate reason. They could just say, "Go home. We don't want you working here no more."
Bye.
Just like companies aren't allowed to tell you other companies why they fired you. But that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that managers don't talk behind the scenes sometimes. I mean, I'm sure that's a possibility, but that does happen. But technically, if you get fired for, say, not showing up to work, and then you go and get hired at another company and they call that company and say, well, to get a reference on you, all the company can say is we didn't need him anymore. We didn't need his services anymore, but they're technically not supposed to tell why they fired you.
Oh.
And Randy was saying something that I think they should drug test people in order to get food stamps and any assistance. They actually tried that. It was like 5 or 6 years ago, Randy. I think they actually tried that in some states and it got overturned because it had to do something with the federal assistance program, has some kind of rules or something saying that you can't discriminate or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was about, but definitely was not allowed at the end of the day. And I guess the way the law works. I don't know if that ever got actually in place in any states, but I know there was a couple states that tried it a few years back. Didn't go through. Let me look it up and see if there are any states that are doing that. Okay, so numerous states began requiring those applying for receiving cash assistance under temporary assistance for needy families to undergo screening for possibility of illicit substances use and dependence on screening results.
What a. I'm just coming back from break. Give me a moment.
So it says in the past, some states have imposed drug testing requirements on
Andrew.
assistance.
Shut up, TJ.
Laura.
Only these laws have been found unconstitutional under the Fourth Amendment, which prohibits
Hello, Andrew.
unreasonable
What's up,
searches
Paul?
because the
Yo,
testing has been
Andrew.
deemed
TJ.
search
TJ's
without
acting
cause.
up. We're keeping an eye on him.
Hi, Lauren David.
He's full of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich now. He's ready to go.
So yeah, Randy, it's actually against apparently it's against the Fourth Amendment, which prohibits unreasonable searches because the testing has been deemed a search without cause. So that's coming from the Supreme Court, saying that states cannot impose drug testing on federal assistance programs.
All right, guys, I'm back at it. I'll see y'all in the morning.
Okay, TJ, you have a good day.
Okay, y'all
Bye,
too.
TJ.
TJ's go left half of his shift.
Hey, Mr. Giggles.
So yeah,
Don't you
that's what I
think-
thought.
Don't you think, Dominic?
Yeah, I had to look that up though, Randy, because I wasn't sure.
Yeah, go aside.
I was pretty sure I remember hearing about that a few years
Okay,
back.
let's go. Come on.
Frank, what are you talking about? Paul needs to contact the FBI.
Dude, he's not gonna do it, Jody. You can call and make the report and just say they called you.
About what?
About Paul getting scammed the other day, but Paul's not gonna do that.
I mean, there's scams all over the place. There's a local power company called Duke Power. There are people pretending to be Duke Power.
Oh, they use a lot of companies. The one that he got scammed by the other day was saying that they were from Geek Squad from Best Buy. But then when I asked the scammer, when I called him back and I talked to him for a minute, I asked him, I said, do you even know what company Geek Squad's with? And he goes, a computer company. I said, no. I said, do your research before you scam people because you don't even know what company Geek Squad's even affiliated with.
What you doing?
Dumbass didn't even know.
Stupid.
Joe's out
Because-
chasing cheerleaders.
Because in the email, it had a Geek Squad logo that looked like it was designed by a fucking 2-year-old. And it said nothing in the entire email, anything about Best Buy, BestBuy.com, nothing. It didn't even mention Best Buy.
My cousin's 4-year-old daughter could do a better drawing. Even,
Sunstar.
even Paul's tenant's daughter could do a better drawing. Hey,
Yeah, if
Sunstar.
these- like I said before, if these scammers were smart, dude, they would just hire some shady Americans to do the scams, to move over
But
to India and run them for them. Because then they'd be able to relate better.
But the
with
key,
call.
the key to being a good, one of the keys is you gotta know your product that you're trying to scam. You gotta be smooth and quick like a salesman. Yeah.
Whatever you say.
What do you think, Justin?
Justin must have stepped away. He's got lots of things. He's got lots of
what are you
irons
talking
in
about?
different fires.
What? No, I was talking to Thomas. What do you need?
No, I said they gotta be quick and know what they're talking about, kind of like a salesman sometimes.
Well, that's what I'm
Or to
saying.
be a
If they were,
scammer.
that's why I said if these scam centers were smart, they would get a hold of some shady Americans, say, hey, we'll pay you a couple $100,000 to come over here and run these scam centers for us. Because if you were to get a legit a call like that from somebody that with an American accent that could talk and understand, just everyday lingo, and all that different things and how people are in different areas, you would have a better scam. But now it's so bad that it's almost like anytime you hear an Indian accent now, you're just like, no, you don't even trust the person right off the bat. And the thing is the bad thing is some of these call centers that are scams, they're actually legitimate call centers during part of the day. And then they transfer into scam centers through the other part of the day, different times.
Good one, Frank. Yeah, because they got to know the product that they're trying to scam with.
Right.
Because
A lot
to
of times,
convince the other person to try to buy into you, you need the information to give them.
I mean,
Otherwise,
they do.
they're not going to buy into it.
I mean, the best thing I could tell anybody, and this sounds bad though, in a way, but the best thing I could tell any person Paul's age is if they have an Indian accent, just hang the fucking phone up.
Dominic, do you get many scams over there, or spam?
I think he's on the phone. The two biggest places that a lot of scams are coming out of is obviously India, and then you have Nigeria, and then now they're
Oh,
starting to get
yes.
scams coming out of China now.
Yeah, one of the biggest places to hack your social media, such as Facebook, China, Nigeria, Africa.
But yeah, there's a lot of scams starting to come out of China now. I was watching Pleasant Green the other day, his channel, and he was talking about, he was showing some scams that were coming out of China. That's a good channel to watch if you really want to see some scams, because he'll actually go through with the scams to show you how they fully work.
What's the name
beginning
of
to
it,
the end.
Justin?
Pleasant Green. Here, I'll put his link in the chat.
Yeah,
He
because
keeps you up. He keeps you up to date on like all the newest scams and stuff that's going
I
on.
heard one of the biggest surges in scams section has to be social security scams. It's up at least 200%.
I don't know where he got the name Pleasant Green, being a channel about scams, but I've always wondered about his choice of.
Pleasant Green sounds like it should be like a lawn company or landscaping.
I'm not sure what his. I've always been curious about his choice of his channel name, but yeah, that's his channel there in the chat.
Doesn't Pleasant Green sound like it should be a lawn company or something, Paul?
Yeah.
And actually,
it sounds like it should be a funeral home.
That too.
Actually, it might actually have a meaning. Let me see. I never actually looked it up.
Airdex scam, FedEx scam. Scamming the scammer. One of his videos from 2 years ago has 2 million views.
Oh,
Another has 7.7. Oh, there's a set about befriending scammers on his page there, Justin.
so I guess, well, green, I guess, is a slang term for counterfeit money. So maybe we all know what pleasant means. So maybe he's saying he's a nice guy dealing with counterfeit crimes. I don't know.
I don't know. I
Not
never
sure.
heard of him, but I will give him a watch. See what.
He works with a lot of the big YouTubers that do the ones that attack the call centers and stuff. I can't think of the other guy's name.
There's one on TikTok called Doc Compton.
Have you ever seen the scam IRL Rosie, the girl that does the all the voices? Have you ever
Yeah.
seen her?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen
she's
her.
very, very entertaining. She does an old woman. She does Siri. She does there's another one she does, but yeah, it's very, very entertaining watching her trying not to laugh.
Does she do an Alexa?
Yeah, Alexa, Siri.
Wow.
Yeah, she does all these voices. And it's fascinating to watch.
Okay, yeah. So the one guy that Pleasant Green works with is this guy here, which I'm sure all you guys have seen his. You probably ran across his videos, Scammer Payback.
Oh yeah, but I love
Well,
watching him.
He's the one with the blue hair, and he gets all
Yep.
those like,
And he just tears into them.
yeah, he gets a bunch of
Oh,
like
I've
dark web
seen.
hackers and shit working for him and shit that like go and attack these people's systems and shit. They had one guy
And he
that
attacks them and takes their money off them.
yeah, he has a couple
Yeah,
of
I've
like,
watched him many a time.
yeah, he's got a group of like really dark web type hacker guys that work for him that
Mm.
go out and attack. They work for him and they go after the call centers. and get
Are
into their
there
system.
Are there a lot of those dark call centers in down there, Dominic?
I know there's one or two, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
a lot of spam call centers?
Yeah.
That's a problem everywhere.
There's
You
thousands
have
of
yeah, it don't matter if you're in the UK, Australia, if you're in France, United States,
China.
Canada, everybody is being scammed at a large scale all over the world right now. Through
Brenda, you ought to
emails
come
and
and
phone
join the panel.
scams.
Come
It's,
and join us again.
because the same scams are happening, they're just slightly altering them for each country. So like over here, it might be a USPS, so United States Postal Service scam, and then they'll use that same scam, but then they'll integrate the Royal Mail for the UK into that.
Because
And so
if you
people in the UK will be getting ones for the Royal Mail that's the same scam. They
because
just
if you
reword.
if you recently had a medical procedure and
Here's
anesthesia was
Bill.
involved, they may try
Good
to use
evening.
text to get money out of
Hey,
you.
Uncle Bill.
What's up,
What's up?
Bill?
How you doing?
Nice.
I haven't seen you in a while, Andrew. How you doing?
Good, yeah.
Bill.
Nice shirt, Bill.
Hey,
Laura,
assuming that's Laura.
that is who it was.
That is the one and only.
I gotta hurry up and get home. I got a text that the post office is having trouble finding my address for a package delivery.
Mm.
Really?
That's weird.
Hi, Mark.
No, that's a scam text. You don't get that one?
Yeah. Speaking of scam texts.
Well, that's what I'm
But there
saying.
were-
That same scam here in the UK, they'll just say Royal Mail instead of the USPS.
Yeah.
They just the same scam. They just use a different
I
countries
just
they use.
got that one yesterday, as a matter of fact. Get them all the time.
Oh yeah, those ones I get all the time, especially the
Yep.
UPS one from UPS. I get those ones at least once every.
Having
couple
trouble
weeks I get
finding your address for a delivery. Really? You find my address every day?
Yeah.
Put the mail in the box and everything.
Has anybody noticed their mail coming late lately? Later in the day?
No, your mailman's probably getting a little strange on the side.
Maybe.
Mark, you have the stream playing in the
I've
background.
just turned it off. Hey, Mark. Frank, I did not realize that.
Actually, in the UK, we also get the scams from the USPS for some reason
Yeah.
or other as well.
Yeah.
Well, they could.
I've
They
seen,
could.
I've seen USPS.
Well, they
Um,
could do that because they could say you're getting an international package, right? So they'll use whatever
Oh,
country
because
of origin.
as soon as it hits the
Good
UK,
question.
it becomes the Royal Mail. Because I had something sent from Illinois that was USPS in the States and then became Royal Mail when it got to the UK.
Right, but they could contact somebody that doesn't know better and say, the USPS wants you to contact them because your package is stuck in customs and Royal Mail's not able to pick it up. Like that's the kind of shit they would say. And then somebody would end up falling for it.
Well, they couldn't find the address of the Royal Mail. Trying to can't get in contact with the Royal Mail, so we're going directly to you
Mm-hmm.
because service is our number one priority.
I get loads of emails from Harbor Freight and
Yeah.
Omaha Steaks.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking Harbor Freight, sign up for their goddamn coupon program and they'll flood your email with
Oh,
coupons.
God.
We don't have Harbor Freight in the UK.
It don't matter. You looked
I-
at it, you may have like just looked at their
It's
website
Yeah.
at some
Hello,
point.
Eddie.
I
That's a
got
shame
Harbor-
because they're awesome. Harbor Freight is awesome. I forgive them
Oh, I
for all
do.
the emails.
Oh, I do. I love Harbor Freight, but they will flood you with coupons. They'll be like, come in, get this deal or this deal, and they usually have
Yeah.
pretty damn good deals, especially during Black
Oh,
Friday.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
Who needs Amazon for tools when you got the Harbor Freight right up the street? You got a place to return them to, and those people that work there, they don't care. Box should be half empty. You take it back.
I got that air compressor. It was originally, I think, like $85. I ended up getting it for like $50 on Black Friday.
Ooh.
And then when I went in there to buy that
That's-
multimeter, when I went in to get my multimeter, I had a coupon. I think it was like $15. I ended up getting it for like $5. The multimeter got really cheap.
Mark,
Was
You don't even have to you don't have to bring the coupon with you. They got the flyer. They get the folded up newspaper flyers right out front with the coupons in them.
Yeah.
because
Mark,
I regularly get their ad in the mail.
And then you can, and then one
Always a folded up catalog in the post box.
right.
one day they
Mark,
had a
There
Yeah.
may be a reason why Mark is getting Harbor Freight post and emails because they are in the UK. They have 27 locations and their head office in Trafford Park, Manchester.
There you go.
I have never
That's
seen it.
interesting.
You got to leave your living room,
Yeah. Eddie.
Speaking of living rooms, Eddie,
Oh,
Nunez,
Eddie's here.
you're
Oh
muted.
my God.
We're gonna.
Nunez.
Friggin' Mark gets down to the end of the street.
Sorry.
Perfect.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Eddie,
Mark-
how's it going?
How are you, fam? Hope
The
you're well.
ceiling and the roof and the sky and the moon.
Ooh.
That's up.
Let me turn it
No,
down.
I could already see Mark walking down to the end of the street.
Ooh.
Holy shit! There's
Bill's
another
in traffic right now.
Much love,
Oh
guys.
yeah.
Hello,
I don't know why
David.
I
Hope you're
I
well.
don't know why I bother leaving between 5 and 6 o'clock. I don't even know why.
I
Crap.
walked all the way to the bus stop and got the bus to Ashton this afternoon.
Nice.
All right.
Well done.
Join me on the
Achievement.
foreshore, David. I'll be there.
Day as well, come to think of it.
Well, a friend
You didn't
leaves
you didn't
work
burst
at,
into flames or anything, huh?
No, it's amazing.
Awesome.
a friend
Uh,
waits till about 7:30 and then leaves. to avoid all the traffic.
Yeah.
No, about 2 years ago, I went into Harbor Freight and they had a deal going on. You could go in there and get an angle grinder for $10. And I got that and a pack of wheels or
An
cutting
angle-
wheel.
I mean, I don't want to say like that. That does sound like a good deal. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
Does
I
sound
got
like
a
good
pack of
deal.
cutting. I got a pack of the cutting wheels with it. There was like 10 of them, and altogether it was like $15 or $18, something like that.
All right.
And I've used that thing so many damn times over the last two years.
I got
Like a
that
bunch
Harbor
of them.
Freight
Thing works like a
engine on
charm,
my
dude.
mini bike, and it's working good. It's working good.
There you go.
You needed
I-
10 discs to get
Working
your
pretty
angle
good so
grinder
far.
working.
Just saying.
No, it was a deal. It was you get the angle grinder and the pack
Yeah.
of 10 discs for
Not
Yep.
listening, are you?
what?
I did not call it an angle grinder.
Well, okay, what do you call it then, Mark?
I called it an anal grinder.
Nice.
Oh my
I
god.
heard
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I was just ignoring it.
That was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty funny.
Don't encourage him.
Right?
You
Don't
should have all
encourage
learnt,
her.
you should have all learnt your lesson with Laura. Don't encourage
Don't
him.
encourage her.
But I got $10 for $10 or for that and the price of the cutters. I mean, I can't beat that. I've used it so many times. I've gotten my money's worth out of it at least twice.
Yeah, I have a
gonna-
Harbor Freight angle
I ain't
grinder.
gonna
still.
lie. I've had a lot of tools from Harbor Freight. They're louder and they're nastier. Okay, the good ones don't do that. Okay, I'm just saying.
I just stick to the
They
pound
got
shop
they got
crap.
different they got different levels. They got Bauer, and then they got you know,
Yeah,
they got different
yeah,
levels.
that.
Look at all the Trump fans. All right.
Yeah.
Oh my God! They okay.
Is
All
I've
right.
got
Trump
cordless
Is he-
angle grinder that has a chainsaw attachment on it.
Oh, fuck
Okay.
that, dude.
Okay.
No, I saw that Temu bullshit. I'm not putting no damn chainsaw on my ankle grinder.
It's not Timo.
I'm not,
This guy.
I'm never buying anything from Timu.
This guy.
Dude, I just couldn't like you see the commercials for Temu for like car lifts and shit, dude. I would
Yeah.
never trust a car lift
Yeah.
from Temu to lift up a car and then get up underneath it. Fuck that.
Yes,
I don't
but-
trust Timu at all. Period.
But Justin,
Well,
you're gonna have to let it go now. We know you got done
I don't
over
trust
with the Team U dildo. You're gonna have to let it go.
Oh no, that thing works great.
David,
Oh my God.
Dusty.
It's okay
What's
to
going on,
trust it if
Dusty?
you like. It's okay.
You watch
I mean,
tomorrow. Everyone's getting adverts on Facebook for the Team U dildo because it's been
Yeah.
mentioned.
You
Oh my
do
God,
get a
dude.
slight electrocution when you use it, but it's all right. It's not
All
bad.
right. Let a little wiggle in. It's okay. Let it happen. It's okay.
I'm going to Blackpool tomorrow, and I'm going
Oh,
to
awesome.
Mini 4 Pro with me.
Right?
Oh.
Okay.
And
Oh,
I've
God.
charged up back.
Are you gonna buzz the stadium with it?
Better
before
No,
the
not.
he's
match?
not. He is not going to buzz anywhere in Blackpool with it because it's
Better not.
illegal. It's a no-fly zone.
What? Blackpool? It isn't.
It's got an
I hear-
airport next to it.
I heard there's a lot of weird things going on with the drones now where they won't let you fly in certain places and like I don't know exactly. but maybe you guys know
some of-
better.
Some of that has to do with your location, and others have to do with geofence. Like
Okay.
if, like during
That's always been a thing,
airport,
though.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
military
As long as it's
installation.
more than 3 miles from the airport. Fine.
And
All right.
you know, geofence is everything about your location.
Okay.
That's tied together.
Yeah.
That's always been a thing too. Like that's not
Of
nothing
course.
new.
So
Now they have gotten
so-
rid of it over in the EU, right? If I'm not mistaken, didn't they get rid of the geofencing and all that shit over in Europe?
Okay.
They
All
they
right.
take off the DJI FlySafe thingy,
Okay, so
Yeah.
but
they're
there are
watching you.
still
is what you're
some
saying.
on it.
Okay.
Normally
right.
around airports and prisons.
Okay.
Well, see, I thought they abolished it completely, but it will just warn you, but you can still fly in those areas.
No.
Okay.
I
That's
just
what
noticed
they
the
say.
sign. I
Not
just
in the
noticed the sign
UK.
for-
Yeah.
Paul, do you have
sorry.
do you have issues I don't know if he's there.
I've got a lot of
Paul,
issues.
You have
Which one
issues
you wanna
flying
talk
near the
about?
ship?
Oh yeah, Paul's got issues. We know that.
Have issues
Right.
flying near the ships, Paul? Did they make
What do
you?
No.
Issues as far as who?
Okay.
No,
Yes.
I'm a licensed FAA commercial drone pilot, and everybody,
Okay, so as long as you
all
got
the
the license,
cops
you're
and
good?
everybody know me.
Okay. I was just wondering.
No,
Even
it's
seen-
but it's not a restricted area if that's what
Yeah.
you're asking.
They've even seen him running around naked around his car, and they left him alone.
Well,
You know, I just passed by a business I didn't know existed in this a cannabis bakery.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yep.
sounds
Yum.
like
Yep.
sounds
The
like
hell is
brown.
that?
That
Yeah.
sounds like
Cannabis
Well, I mean,
brownies.
bakery.
with
you have
cannabis
to
in
have.
it.
I guess you'd still have to have a card to shop there. I guess.
Yeah. Go and get
My
your
medical card so I could buy brownies.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. Sounds interesting.
But
That's all I gotta
They
say.
gotta be the good brownies though.
Right?
Well,
So
they are.
don't
It's a
go-
cannabis bakery. That's the point. That's the name. That's the name of this. That's what it said on the sign. That's the name of the business. Cannabis Bakery.
It sounds so
Now, unless
crazy.
unless
Is that a
unless
thing?
it just
Is that really a thing?
Jesus Christ.
yeah, I just passed it. Unless
Okay.
unless that's just a reference to the fact that
All
you
right.
baked that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, chaps, I've got to head out. I've got another thing to do, so I'll catch you
love,
another
Dominic.
Good
time.
night,
So
Dominic.
Love you, brother.
enjoy your
Right.
enjoy your
channel you
evening,
going
enjoy your
to?
day, enjoy your morning, wherever you
Whose
are.
channel are you
brother.
going
night.
to?
I've got another call to make. So
Okay.
Right.
Bye-bye.
So those that were on
Hey,
Paul's
Dominic.
panel this morning will have heard, yeah, the Southend United team bus pulled up outside the football ground, and at
Okay.
half time the game was suspended because somebody was buzzing the stadium and the fans with a drone.
Oh.
It turned out to be the team bus driver, and he got arrested. And Southend players are still stuck at the football ground 24 hours later.
Okay.
Well,
Because they can't get home.
Didn't he know what he did is illegal?
well, possibly.
Well, he does now.
Obviously he just wanted video of the stadium.
Yes, but it's against the law to buzz the football stadium while the game's going on. And not only that, it's in on the Fylde Coast, which is near Blackpool Airport. So
Oh yeah.
Something tells me a Vuvuzela needs to be in the mix.
Oh, I remember those.
The Vuvuzelas, remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
The National Soccer Championship in Africa.
Yeah.
yes, the
Yeah.
World Cup.
World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, when they brought them back over here, that went down a right treat. There were people having them ripped out their hands and hit over the head with them.
Okay.
Because there's nothing worse when you're stood in the ground, you're trying to cheer, and all you've got is some knob next to you with a vuvuzela making a swarm of
Okay.
bee noise.
All right.
Are they still banned over there?
They are banned in
Purple and yellow?
stadiums now.
They banned them?
Yeah.
Okay.
For a while,
Okay.
yeah. I don't
Because
know
they were
if they're
deafening people.
I didn't know they banned them. Okay.
well, people got so obnoxious with them they had to.
Okay.
Yeah. People getting whacked with them and having them inserted in places they didn't want them.
Okay.
Vuvuzela this.
I had no idea. All right.
But you remember the championship a few years ago in Africa and how
Well, it was the World
obnoxious
Cup,
people got?
not a championship.
Yeah, World Cup.
World
Yeah,
Cup.
World Cup. I
World
think,
Cup,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Tom
you
and
remember
Andrew,
World
get with the
Cup?
program.
Yeah.
But people got nuts with those things.
Yeah, they did.
What are they doing?
Wow. People with the vuvuzela at the World Cup a few years ago in Africa.
What the hell's a
Okay.
vuvuzela?
It's
Oh.
a stupid horn thing.
God.
Really long. Whee!
David, how you
Oh, you
describe
talking
it?
about like an air horn?
Yeah, kind
They're
of.
like an air
Yeah.
horn sort of thing.
You yell
Okay.
into it. You yell into it.
Oh, okay. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
It's
Dusty,
a horn.
what is Amendment 3, Dusty?
Right. Are you ready for this?
Here we go.
Right. If anyone of you got a headset on, lift it away from your ears.
All right, turning it down. Got it. Turning it down.
Right.
You know, I'm in my truck. I don't have a choice here.
Right. This is from
Turning it down.
10. I've
There
lowered
it
the
goes.
volume.
There it is.
Right. I've lowered the volume.
There it is. Oh my God! So many.
Hear it. Listen.
I'm not even
There's
going to
so
play it
many of
anymore. Right. It
That's
sounds like
why.
a swarm of bees coming at you.
Does that not sound like a swarm of insects coming at you?
Right?
It sounds like a drone.
Or
It
a
sounds
drone?
like a couple of 100 drones.
Right?
Now that was a video, and the volume was on 5%.
A bunch of bees. Okay.
Right.
Angry bees.
Imagine what it would
Okay.
sound like if it was on 100%.
So imagine being in the stadium listening to that.
Right?
Why do you think people started getting hit with them? You know, the novelty wore
Okay.
off very, very quickly. I remember
Okay.
2010 after that World Cup. There are so many bloody fights with them.
I mean, I don't have any hate, but I do see where I get it. Okay. It was a little crazy. Okay. A little bit crazy. Okay.
I do remember the economy was not in a great
Yeah.
state at that point.
Yeah. Back in the 50s and 60s, they used to have this thing at football matches in the UK that you would spin above your head and it would go really, really loud. No, it was like a little handheld thing. It looked like an offside flag, but you spin it and it as he's spinning it, it hits something else and makes it racket.
I'm not sure what you're saying. Okay.
They
I
got
thought-
that as well in 2010 because people
I
brought
was-
that back.
I was thinking it had the little cap and it had the little propeller on top.
A beanie?
No, it had almost like
I
an
know what you're
airplane
talking about. It's a
propeller,
beanie
tiny
with the little
plastic
spinner
thing.
on the top. Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Haven't
You
seen one of
got to
those in a long
remember,
time.
Andrew's not as old as we are. I remember in being in grade school, kids used to run around with caps with the little beanies on top. the little
Yeah.
propellers.
Oh.
The one I'm thinking about is Little Rascals.
Yep.
Had
Good
the
movie.
thing in his head. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Good movie. Oh. So
Right,
sorry,
this-
that'll be a
Yeah, this one's not
That's
so
gonna be-
loud, but when you're in a football stadium and all the fans have got them, they are loud. You see, it's got that little cog.
Yeah, what is that?
I
Like the
remember
rattle,
those now.
the rattle
right.
thingy.
Yeah.
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 Now imagine having somebody swinging one of them round next to you, and,
Makes like
I remember
the
those
rattlesnake noise. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and people want to know why there was football violence in the 70s and 80s. Them fucking things.
Uh,
I
Paul-
mean,
I think-
good.
I think Paul's been to a couple of football games, right?
Good luck asking why.
Not our
'cause
football
They're in
games.
the
It's
old
probably
days,
been to
you know,
American football days.
Not in soccer. I don't go to soccer games.
American football.
Yeah.
Yes, Paul?
I really want to get Justin over here to take him to a British football game. Because
Shout
he-
out, Drew.
You have to tie him up.
You know.
no, the banter between the fans, he'll really love it. I can see him going over the top and causing a riot.
Get in trouble for inciting the riot.
Yep.
There is no whole barred in a British football game. If you do something stupid in the stand and you stand out, the fans will turn on you. The opposition fans,
Not wrong about that.
the players, the managers, you name it. Even the stewards are all a target. But it's all in fun. It's all banter, bit of joy.
Eventually, don't two people, one from each side, usually end up fighting each other literally?
No, that's back in the
Like-
80s. and 90s.
like
It's not that bad
fists.
now. There is the odd one or two punch ups, flare ups, drunks. Yeah, you get that in the pub anyway.
That's usual. That's
Yeah.
par for the course.
You
Yeah.
get on a Saturday night in the
pub.
pub anyway. So
Depending on the pub, might get that more often.
yeah, there's one or two Weatherspoons over here that go off every Friday night.
Because certain areas are not as nice as others, and the
Oh, it's got
bar
nothing
gets
to do with
more
areas.
rowdy than others.
Got nothing to do with areas. If you've ever been to a Weatherspoons, you know what I'm on about. Isn't that right, Mark?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
When your feet stick to the carpet.
Yeah. You wipe your feet on the way out, not on the way in.
Right?
I've seen
Is it
people.
okay to be human? I think so.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I've seen people fall over in Weatherspoons and slide on the floor and get absolutely black with dirt.
Did they have a little drink in their system? Maybe.
One or two.
Maybe.
Well, Sunstar, it will also depend on how long it takes them to get the state get their act in order to issue those permits to run these these cannabis stores.
You said it perfect, my friend. Absolutely. Yes. Yep.
Because New York has literally screwed that up.
That's it. Blame New York. What have New York done?
Yep.
We have like two different dispensaries in our town.
There's like at least 400 illegal dispensaries in New York, at least.
Where are you from, Drew?
And 4,000 pounds of illegal marijuana have been seized
Where are
already.
you from, Drew?
Yes, but the problem is if you've got state by state by state with different laws,
If you don't want.
yeah, it's easy to see why people fall foul of the law when they cross over a border. They
Because
don't realize they crossed.
The law is different from Michigan to say New York and South Carolina for marijuana.
That's what I mean. If you're in Michigan, you go to the next state along and the laws are
Or
different. You
Florida.
can catch out big time.
Yes.
You can't just some states might accept other states' medical marijuana cards, but then there's other ones that don't. And if you drive into
Right.
that state with marijuana in your car, you're gonna get pulled over and arrested just like anybody else. They don't give a shit if you got a card or not.
Exactly. That's what I mean. You can see how people get caught up in it.
But I think that they should. The only reason why I think that I would rather have states making up their own to governing themselves than having one national rule for everything, only because people in certain states might not have the same values as other people in other states.
I
And
agree.
so if you do a cross the board laws on everything, then that's not, to me, that's not fair to people in some areas that don't want those particular laws.
I think we should.
That's called democracy.
I think we should sue the American government for under the Trade Descriptions Act.
Well, various parties are suing
Which
the managing
trade
parties.
description act are we going for?
People
The
are
fact that
suing.
it's called the United States.
People are
Wow.
suing the managers of the cargo ship that brought down the bridge in Baltimore.
This is
And
why I
it's
tell
anything but United.
Ish.
this is why I tell people that when you're
I love the
worrying
country we
about-
live in.
Yeah, but when you're worrying
Sometimes
about
you just gotta
politics-
wonder what the heck is going on, though.
Yeah, but
Okay,
when
like
you're dealing with politics,
Hey, Dusty.
worry
Yeah,
about your
yes.
state. Worry about your state and local government. more than
yes,
your federal.
exactly, Justin.
'Cause they got
Justin,
more
you're fading
control
out a
over it.
bit.
Yeah.
You're away from your microphone, buddy.
We live in a country where you can't
I
take
just thought, like,
photos or people get angry.
Again.
Okay, I don't know why. Okay,
Now,
this
they
is
can
where
get
we
angry
live.
all they
All
want. If
right,
they're in public, they can eat a fat
you're in
one.
public. Okay, I get it. I don't understand it, but I get it.
Well,
People
what
can
was
get
it?
angry all they
Shania?
want.
I forget which big female
Justin, you
artist.
got your microphone turned up or something? I mean, flipped up.
I think he's using his HyperX, so he needs to turn the nozzle.
I got a broken microphone. Sorry,
What?
guys.
There you go. That's better.
That's better.
Yeah, because I wasn't at my computer. I was walking away from it.
Okay.
Oh, you're going away instead of coming to.
Oh, I agree with you totally on that, Brenda. Alcohol is definitely worse than marijuana.
Yes, it
yeah.
is. Absolutely.
That's why I never understood
But-
why the big stigma around tobacco, but alcohol's okay.
They're
Totally a fact, Justin. Fact.
I will
Because-
tell you why alcohol's okay, because they got in first, and it's taxed, and it makes
Yeah,
the
so-
government a lot of money.
So does cigarettes, though. But what I'm saying is, the tobacco companies aren't allowed to advertise on TV or anything. They can't do any kind of like marketing out there towards people anymore. But yeah, alcohol, they can advertise on
Yeah.
TV, they can market it, they can do all this crap. But yet, there's just as many issues from alcohol, if not
It was
more
totally
issues.
illegal for a long time, and then they let it happen.
Well,
Because not only
alcohol
do you
adverts
get-
really disappeared.
What I'm saying is alcohol is worse because the simple
Yeah.
fact you get more problems out of alcohol.
Yeah.
You get domestic violence issues, you get people getting killed in car crashes, you get
Yes.
broken up families from alcohol. You get
Yes.
a lot of medical issues from alcohol. Like, and I don't understand why there's this big stigma around cigarettes, but then
Right.
alcohol's
I
okay.
will explain this to you. When it's alcohol, unless you're an idiot and you drink driving, right? Unless you're an idiot and getting into fights, right? Health wise, it's only affecting you, right? If you drink
You're
a
not
lot,
wrong.
liver, your
Bound to
kidneys are
happen,
fucking
though.
up, right?
Bound to happen,
You
though.
see
When it
that
comes
little
to
ball out there?
smoking,
You see that little ball out there?
oh,
You're not wrong,
That's a
though.
marker. That all of these
Bound to
sailboats are
happen.
racing, and they got to go around.
Oh,
it.
look at all those ships.
football.
Cool. Is that
I-
live, Paul?
Oh yeah, that's
oh,
live.
when
right
it
now.
comes to
pretty cool. Okay.
smoking,
That's pretty
right?
cool.
The smoke's in
Don.
the air, and the people around you don't get a choice in it.
No, they don't.
Yeah, but
I'm
that's
here
one-
to debate Justin on that. I would like to quote the Bare Naked Ladies. I love you more than the day I did before I discovered alcohol.
Right?
Well, I'm just saying that's one thing you get from smoking. Yes, people around you can get secondhand smoke, but like I said, alcohol it causes a lot of domestic violence issues, drunk driving issues.
Yes.
You're talking about somebody being responsible on alcohol. If they're an alcoholic, they're an alcoholic at the end of the day.
Yes. Hey, Don. in
I'm
the
not
words
talking about
of Biz,
casual drinkers. I'm
first
talking
we
about
drink,
full-blown
then we
alcoholics.
Hey Donald.
Because a full-blown alcoholic is comparable to somebody who smokes cigarettes.
Yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
addiction. Both of them are an addiction in their own
You're
way.
an addiction.
I know I am. Thank you.
No, he's not an addiction.
Nobody wants
he
to
just-
live without you, Justin, you piece of
No,
garbage.
he's not an addiction.
You piece of garbage.
Oh,
Right.
I mispronounced dickhead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, we stop it. It's not
Yeah,
an
I
addiction.
said it.
It's a dickhead. That's
Yeah,
it.
I said it.
Sorted.
He's kind of awesome. I'm just gonna say it. He's kind of awesome.
Because you could have somebody that casually smokes a cigar once or twice a
Yeah.
year. They might not smoke all the time. And then you might have somebody that casually drinks. But I'm talking about the alcoholics and
Hardcore,
regular
yeah.
smokers. They're comparable as far as their addiction goes. But I
When
would
you
say
do it too much,
alcohol causes more problems.
yes. When you do it too much, now we're in trouble.
That goes
Yeah.
with just about anything, doesn't it?
Well, Dad's friend, every time he did a round of golf, he had a cigar and a beer.
Everything in
around.
moderation.
Absolutely.
I go to the
All right, I'm
lodge.
checking out, guys. I love you guys. See ya.
Adios.
Okay.
Have a wonderful day.
All right.
Hey,
Take
Eddie.
care. Come back and see us again.
You know I will. Much
Okay.
love, my
Same
friend.
channel, Eddie.
Much love, my
Oh,
friend.
his mom just yelled at him, "Get off the computer."
Nah. We good. We good. She don't
Don't
yell
be
at
all
me.
rude
We
and
good.
tiny.
We good.
Come
Yeah,
on,
she
Eddie.
really-
Get rid of
We
tiny.
good. Don't worry. We good.
Is there a
Yeah,
dartboard behind you, Eddie?
He's grounded.
Eddie?
Yes, there's a dartboard behind him.
Okay.
Right.
But
I discovered alcohol.
So how's Donald?
Donald is
Donald is kind of frustrated.
Wait, what?
That was a while.
Through that, Dusty. What's up, Tim?
Donald's still fighting with his buggy, as always.
Okay, what did the buggy do now?
It's running rich out of the 3 and 4 side, and I don't know why. So I've messed with the Jets. I messed with the Sharks. Messed with Benny.
The Jets. Yes, I remember that one.
What if you got new jets? Would that fix it?
No.
Just go the whole hog and get a new car.
Look at Donald's face.
I've got a new carb. I bought a new carb.
You almost
So
got
why
to tear
is
it
it
apart to
running-
put it on, though, right?
Is there a choke on it? On the buggy?
Nope.
There might be in a minute.
There is a choke on that, but it's a blocked off choke. But there's a choke
Yeah.
option on that carb, but it's blocked off. Nope, I'm gonna have to get in and I gotta pull the carburetor completely off anyway, because the clamp to hold the alternator down to the pedestal slipped off. And I tried getting it back on today, and it's impossible to do with the way it is. I can't get my fingers back behind it to actually get it around where it needs to go.
Maybe you need the.
So if you're gonna take the carburetor
plug.
off, just replace it with the new one.
It is a new one. I just bought a carburetor. I bought a carburetor for this thing last year.
Oh,
Tim made a suggestion. It could be the timing.
Timing. I've checked the timing. I have advanced the timing slightly.
A high of 77.
I'm thinking about dialing timing back maybe a degree or so, but when I had the timing dialed back a couple degrees, it bogged down horribly. Advancing it makes it run great,
Will be at 7:35 p.m. today.
and the timing is right in the range.
So it's not a compression issue, right?
Check the compression in the night. Compression's even across all the barrels. It could be. I'd put new spark plug wires on, but these were just some cheapies I got down. I might be going in checking the spark, make sure that I'm firing every single cycle. If I'm not, then that would be leaving gas in there and having it send out puffs of smoke.
Yeah, Dusty, that's all good and well until you get a wicked case of the crabs.
So, yeah, it's one of those things. It's a continual project.
Tim said do the timing the old way.
Timing the old way, doing it like a static timing, will get you in the ballpark, Tim. It will not take care of doing your advanced timing when it's under load back in when it's pulling a.
Okay. You good?
So it would not be the alternator, right?
Burnt
Nope.
valve, Tim said.
alternator doesn't do anything with the timing.
That could possibly be an issue, is if a valve is sticking or not closing all the way. I mean, which that would require probably pulling the head off. I have checked, I've done a valve adjustment recently, so it's not the distance on the valves, but the valves may need to be lapped. But that would involve pulling the head,
What
which
about
I really
burnt-
don't want to do.
You
Burnt valves?
definitely don't want to pull the head.
Burnt valves or no? Do you think?
Hmm?
You don't want to pull the
Just
head or
answer.
tilt the head.
Tim had a suggestion for you,
Yeah, he just
Fire
answered.
to
it.
it.
being a fellow mechanic.
I think I just answered it.
Yeah, you just answered
Um,
it.
That's a tricky problem to have.
Burnt valve.
Hmm.
If it
A
was running
burnt-
lean,
A burnt out valve, you wouldn't get any horsepower. It wouldn't be pulling at all.
mm-hmm. Problem is, I know just enough to get in trouble, but not enough to actually know anything.
Maybe, Tim, but I don't think it would be.
No, Tim, it's not, because it's only running rich out of 3 and 4 side. It's not running out rich on the other side.
Now, how did you come to figure out that it was running rich on one side?
You got more money on one side than the other.
Puffs of smoke that smell like gas.
Oh, okay. I don't know a lot about cars. That's what I was asking. It was a
Yeah.
legitimate question.
I didn't, Justin, I didn't know.
Originally,
if,
I thought it might be oil, but it smells like gas. It's not blue. It is more of a white.
What's up, Corey?
Dusty has a comment for you, Justin.
Oh, I said holistic medicine's all good until you get a wicked case of the crabs.
Holistic medicine?
That's what he put in the chat.
Dusty and Sunstar have been talking
Natural
about holistic
medicine
medicine,
is,
Yeah.
and cannabis.
You know what they call
Brenda's been having some back issues and stuff and pain, and she's been working on different ways of dealing with it.
Yeah, you know what they call alternative medicine when it works?
Medicine.
Medicine.
I've only ever had one side effect of medicine, but every time I've gone to the doctors for something and they've given me medicine, it's worked. So, for whatever problem I was having.
This traffic to getting to my doctor is just a pain in the butt.
I mean, you can try all kinds of shit. If you got back problems, you got back problems. There ain't no real fixing that. To be honest with you.
I have no idea, Tim. I have no idea. Don, you got more questions from Mr. Jackson.
What procedures?
No,
they
Tim,
do
nothing
have,
is dripping out.
or what procedures they do have for back pain don't always work for people.
You
are
keep choking
correct,
it and pulling the head, you'll get so much leaking out.
Oh, fuck's sake. She's typing on my computer.
I thought she was on her phone, also logged into your account.
Yeah. I would know if she was logged into my account because it would have told me.
Because you can be logged into two devices on the same account at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Corey, what are you doing?
Them said do seals.
You weren't a mechanic in a previous life, were you, Paul?
What's that?
You weren't a mechanic in a previous life, were you?
No, hell no.
I grew up in a garage and I don't really know shit about cars. I know the basics.
Well, that's because your mom and dad didn't love you. They just let you live in the garage, so.
No, I'm just saying my dad had a big company. He had like a couple hundred tow trucks and 5 garages.
So you used
wasn't
to
a
go out
small
and work in the
company.
garage?
No, if I had an issue, I just took it in there. One of my uncles
Well,
or one of my dad's
mechanics took care of
mechanics
it?
just
Okay.
fixed it. I didn't have to pay for it. They just fixed it for me.
But if it was a truly head scratcher, Dad would do it.
I was
Right.
never interested in. No, my dad didn't do any of the work. My dad was very much like a CEO type boss. Like
He was the boss.
Oh, so
He
he
did
was
all
more
the-
the company runner
he
than
did not work in
than
the
doing the
garage
work.
at all.
It was his dad's company.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
bought. It started with my grandpa back in the 70s. It was just one little tiny local garage. My dad bought it, got a bunch of loans, bought a shit ton of tow trucks, opened up 3 or 4 more garages over the period of, a 10-year period. Yeah, it was a big ass company. And then he sold it because then California wanted to start this bullshit where you couldn't have a tow truck more than like 2 or 3 years old. And when you're spending $500,000 on a tow truck, that's a 10.
That was in the days when you were living in California, right?
Right, and that's what I'm saying. When you're investing in a $500,000 truck, you're wanting to get a minimum 10 years out of that truck. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
that's an investment for at least 10 years or longer. And that's the problem is California started this shit where they were requiring you like update your entire fleet every 2 years or some shit, and it was stupid. And that would have cost millions of dollars. I mean, it was stupid. And so my dad didn't want to do it anymore. He sold the company and he retired and moved.
I'm not a huge fan of chiropractors.
My doctor said chiropractors are jackasses.
Yeah.
So my doctor
But
told me.
if
Sleep on the floor, lay on the floor with a couple towels rolled up along your spine. That'll help align your spine and get things to kind of shift back in position. If you can find yourself an inversion table, that's good. If not, lay down on the floor, put some pillows underneath your lower legs to make your to put your knees bent. That will relax your lumbar and drop it down to the floor. If your body is coming along and then at the hips your legs go up and then over, that will relax your lumbar.
Well, doctors actually have their own version of physical therapy that they do in their offices. It's called like was it OMT or something like that. I did it for a couple of months with my doctor, where they would come in and they would massage certain muscles in your back. They would tell you, the 3 doctors that I worked with at Sarah's job, they would all tell you don't go to a chiropractor because
But chiropractor is going to crack your back regardless. They only know one thing: crack your back.
Crack your back.
But doctors do have their own form of physical therapy.
You're either going to get better, or you're going to get worse, or you're going to stay the same. If you get better, they'll take credit. If you stay the same, they'll say, "Man, it could have been worse. We're going to have to continue your treatment." If you get better, or if you get worse, it'll be like, you know what? It was worse than we thought. We're going to have to try some more.
True.
Well, the only reason I say that, Brenda, is because the doctors, like I said, at Sarah's work, they said that it actually can be dangerous. Chiropractor.
Justin,
for your body and
wants to
stuff.
know how your cop job's coming there, Justin.
My cop job? What
Your
cop job?
bus monitor.
I don't know. Still waiting for my fingerprints to come back.
No, they
It's only
found
been-
evidence.
He's waiting.
It's
He's
only
waiting
been-
for the results of the
Oh
drug.
notes.
Not the drug. I haven't even taken a drug test yet. They have to get
Oh,
your fingerprints back
fingerprints,
first. But it's like I said, they said a week and a half, at longest 2 weeks. It's only been 5 business days because they can't count the weekends. So, and I went and got them done last Thursday, and it's only Wednesday today. So, I probably won't know nothing till the end of the week, if not mid of next week. But the class doesn't even start till October 7th anyway, so there's nothing I can do till then anyway.
Yeah, so they're not in a hurry to rush it because they got till October the 7th.
I would at least the end of next week, Justin.
Well, like I said, Brenda, yeah, I'd have to ask Sarah. I think it's called OMT. I think is what it's called. And your doctor can do it right in the doctor's office, and they do special massages on your back. But it's an actual doctor doing it, not a chiropractor.
Have you
And
tried
then-
anything like a powdered toad tail?
Fuck
Find
that,
yourself a toad
goddamn
with
it.
a tail, chop off its tail and dry it, then crush it into a powder, and then make it into a tea and drink it twice a week.
What
Russell,
kind of Harry Potter shit is that?
You have a question from Russell, Justin?
Russell can bite me. I'll give him a string.
Straight.
No, but oh, and then after I was doing that with the doctors, they sent me to an actual physical therapy for my back, and oh my god, dude, the girl would get in there and she would bring this big ass heat pad, like this industrial size heat pad, out of this machine, and she'd lay it on your back. And both times she did it to me, I fell asleep on the table, and she actually let me sit there for like an extra 20 minutes. Just she's like, you look so comfortable, I didn't want to wake you. And then after they take the heat pad off, they rub this kind of like icy hot gel stuff, and they sit and massage your back. Oh, it felt so good. 2 times they did that to me.
Same thing happened to me and my wife. I fell asleep while she was. Wait, what?
Uh,
Does the string
David's-
mess up the drug test?
David's probably been there.
Wait, what? Been where? I
Dude,
don't know.
Russell, I pray you never have a kidney stone. That's some of the most painful shit ever.
Yeah, but any of us that has a kidney stone, we're gonna fully expect everyone else on the panel to give a shit about it,
Oh, I know.
especially you, and you're gonna be the first one shooting down the barrel.
And when I was standing in the bathroom for like 30 minutes trying to work myself up to pull that bitch out, and then it turned out to I didn't even feel it. I sat there for 30 minutes. I was like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like I was sitting there, I was like, well, I could attach it to the counter and just
I look
run
at it for
backwards.
I look at it for 30 minutes before I pull it too, but that's just foreplay.
No, I had to build myself up, dude. That shit was nervous because I actually watched some videos on YouTube how to properly pull it out because I didn't want to do it wrong. And the guys that were showing how you do it, oh, dude, it looked painful as fuck.
Don't lose face, man.
They actually
So
have
you were
videos
looking
on
at
YouTube.
penis videos online?
Yes, I was looking at penis videos online. That's exactly what I said because I wanted to make sure I could pull it out correctly.
I've been pulling my penis out since I was in grade school. I've been watch videos on it.
No, I did though. I was getting these stupid ideas in my head. I was like, if I attach it to the counter and I just run, like pulling a band-aid.
Tie it to the dog and play fetch.
Jeff was like, let me rip it off real quick.
Yeah,
But
just
for
tie it to the door handle like they used to do for teeth.
But like for like a half hour, I was sitting there trying to work myself up to it, and then I was just like, "Fuck it!" And I grabbed it and pulled it, and I didn't even feel it. I was like, "Okay, that was nothing."
I need to
Jason.
Go to the laptop.
check on something.
Not my doctor, Brenda. She would not write you a prescription for jack shit. She made you go through physical therapy and everything. They would not put you on
Russell.
painkillers unless it was an absolute last resort. And they would not put me on any painkillers. Trust me, my doctor was not like that. She made you do the OMT, and then you had to go to physical therapy, and you had to get back scans done and everything, and then she would monitor your progress. But she did everything in her power to not to put people on painkillers.
Well, isn't
Actually,
OMC just orthopedic manipulation therapy?
Evening,
Yeah,
Jason.
that's exactly what it was called. Yes, Mark. And it was where they sit and they massage certain muscles in your back and stuff. Not all doctors just put you on painkillers, especially not in Florida anymore, because a lot of doctors down here at least the ones I've been to, they are highly scared to write prescriptions for that shit anymore. because
Yeah.
of all the
But
backlash
don't
they've
worry,
gotten.
folks. Justin doesn't have a problem getting his hormone replacement pills.
For
Fuck
certain
off.
after certain surgeries, they only will give you like 2 days of oxy. They used to give you like a week at a time.
But that's what I'm saying is like, my doctor, she was not like that. She did not put people on painkillers unnecessarily. And she would tell you, we're going to do a bunch of shit before we even ever talk about that. Like, she would make you go through a lot of stuff. What?
Brenda says I'm not talking about oxygen or oxy.
What are you not talking about? What are you talking about? Because I didn't get wrote anything for my back. I didn't even get ibuprofen. I didn't get anything.
She's talking about Oxycontin.
No, she said I'm not talking about Oxycontin.
Ibuprofen and paracetamol, you just get over the counter in the chemist or in the pound shop,
mean,
dollar store,
yeah,
or whatever.
You can get that kind of stuff here too, but it's over the counter medicine doesn't tend to work that great. You have bad pain.
What's the max dosage of paracetamol can you get?
Paracetamol? I don't know what that is.
The painkiller.
We have acetaminophen. That's what's in most painkillers, over-the-counter painkillers.
That'd be Advil. Wouldn't it?
Like Tylenol, Excedrin, all those have acetaminophen in them, but not what David was saying. I
Oh.
don't know what that is. That might be the
Right.
same thing. It might just be called different over there.
No, paracetamol is pretty good.
You just got called very smart, Justin. Dusty.
Says more
he's
about
being a
Dusty than it
smartass.
does about Justin.
Climb on
Hey,
up,
look,
Dusty.
if I think I'm wrong about something, I'll look it up, correct myself.
But let us know when you're going to start doing that.
Shut up.
Ah.
It's your turn, Justin, to tell them to shut up.
No,
Well-
we have to be lenient with Justin. He's not going to have his play buddy for 10 days.
Oh yeah, Laura's. When does Laura leave?
What are you talking about? She's taking like
10
5
hours.
devices with her to play the game.
You've got to get internet first.
That's true.
What day does she leave?
In 10 hours.
Oh, she's leaving tonight.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tylenol.
What?
That's what paracetamol's called over there. That's the brand of it, anyway.
Well, Laura, you're gonna have to send love
Tylenol.
letters to
Yeah.
Justin.
It's called Tylenol.
Yeah.
Tylenol.
Yeah,
Tylenol.
Tylenol has acetaminophen in it.
Has what in it?
Acetaminophen.
Panadol.
Yeah.
Well, we get Panadol here.
Acetaminophen?
Yep.
Acetaminophen, is that how you say it? Don't give me shit because medical terms are already a bitch to pronounce half the time, especially medication. Don't give me no
it's
shit.
because-
Yeah, you probably pronounced
That's
it
a proper
right,
word
supposedly.
For paracetamol in America.
Well, half of that problem is
ACC.
because
Supposedly kiss
they're
my
in
ass.
Latin. A bunch of those names are on Latin to begin with.
Well, I don't down anybody that mispronounces medication because the names they come up with are fucking crazy.
Oh, my turn.
My brother's a pharmacist. He can't pronounce some of the names.
Now, honestly, I think that'd be the hardest part about becoming a pharmacist is just being able to learn how to pronounce the fucking names.
You know why you can't have
worst
headache
thing
medicine
is-
at a pet, in England? You cannot have headache medicine at a pet store. The paracetamol.
Very funny.
We don't do paracetamol over here.
No. Well, our paracetamol can be up to 500 milligrams. They come in boxes of 16, and you can only buy 3 boxes at a time.
Some places you can only buy 2.
Yeah, it depends. So some places as well, they sell them in boxes of 32, and then you can only buy 1.
Yeah, but you still buy 2 of them.
So I'm looking at a Tylenol bottle right now, and I have an Excedrin bottle. The Tylenol has 500 milligrams in it, and the Excedrin has 250. That's per tablet.
Yeah, paracetamol is what they call acetaminophen over there. In case you didn't get the joke, Americans.
Yeah,
Later.
good for fever.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing
Ibuprofen for swelling, paracetamol for pain.
They either have codeine in it.
Caffeine.
No, codeine.
No, they also have caffeine in them.
And then there's aspirin.
Yeah, see, the Excedrin has acetaminophen, or however the fuck Donald pronounced it. Apparently, I didn't pronounce it right.
Acetaminophen.
Aspirin, and it has caffeine. It's got 250 milligrams of aspirin and 65 milligrams of caffeine. Which is aspirin is just.
Bye, Jason.
Instead.
No, Sunstar. I don't know where he is. Haven't seen Dre.
Aspirin works well as a blood thinner, but it can also cause.
There's another one. It's called Tramadol. It's a little stronger than Advil.
Tramadol is
Yeah, we get Tramadol.
derivative.
Tramadol is a
morphine. It's for really bad pain. Is Tramadol, and they only put you on it now for 6 months max.
Tramadol is a very light painkiller.
But for some reason, if your dog gets put on it, or you're put on it, they're both the same medicine.
Yeah, it'd
exactly
just be different
the same
dose
form.
sizes. Yeah, it's just different dose sizes. But Tramadol is actually not even a real. What do you want? It's a synthetic opioid. It's not actually a natural opioid. It's just synthetic.
Justin, Laura
And
asked you
it's-
to pronounce the medicine that she sent you in a message. Good luck.
So Justin, check your messages.
Yeah, I think
But
that's the other way around, I think.
But Tramadol is actually that's considered kind of not a very strong pain medication over here. It's
What about
the
Damadol?
lowest one.
Damn it all.
Yeah. No, you want it, sister. Fuck it all.
Let's see. We have new drugs. They're called fucking all and Demadol.
And Donald, he's on a life supply of don't give a shit at all. Yeah, Tramadol's quite a powerful medicine over here.
I guess just
there
can get different strengths, I suppose. It's just that we have it strong.
Yeah, we don't tend to give it in mild form.
Omeprazole?
David, they're pills.
Omeprazole.
Omeprazole?
Yeah, omeprazole.
That's for heartburn.
Gastro-resistant capsules. Is that
Yeah.
for Laura's farting?
I just told you what it's for. It's for
Oh,
it's for
I
heartburn.
shouldn't have said it. She wanted you to say it, Justin.
Yeah, I'm on omeprazole, so I know what that is.
There's omeprazole and lansoprazole.
Hey, look, watch.
Lansoprazole.
I've got lansoprazole.
I'm on
That's-
that as well.
And for hemorrhages, Butterol.
That's for acid reflux.
Acid reflux, yeah.
And for dinner, there's butter rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, here we go with the bad jokes.
If
What's
it's
your pupper
if
dogs doing there? Justin,
right,
Do what?
what's your pupper dogs doing?
I don't know.
Sleeping?
Off playing. No, they're probably playing somewhere.
if your medication ends in pine, P-I-N-E, Over here, that is medication for the mind.
Yeah.
Antidepressants.
This right here, though, is like the best migraine and headache medicine ever right here.
How do you get your tablets out of that? Because I don't think you get from the
Excedrin?
child bottle.
Justin, have you tried Aleve?
Wait, you don't have child safety locks on them?
Yeah, there's
you push
child
down.
safety locks. You push down.
Was that a squeeze or a push down?
No, it's a push down.
Yeah.
You got to push it down and then twist it.
A lot of them, you either
Oh, he
squeeze
just
it
did.
or
He
you-
was just surprised you were able to open it if it had a child
Yeah,
safety
'cause,
lock.
you know, 'cause he
It
was-
doesn't
David,
matter.
some
I've
of them-
seen.
He was hitting that you're childproof.
No.
It's bullshit
We-
anyway. Because
Oh, but we have
bet
have them bottles over here, but you have to push down and turn at the same time. You can't just
That's what
push
this
down and
says.
then turn it.
that's
You
what
have to
this
David,
is.
push
You got
down
to
at the
push
same
it down
time.
and then you got to turn it. But you have to, and then there's ones that you have to squeeze and then turn. But it
Well,
doesn't matter.
yeah.
You could give this to a 6-year-old, and I guarantee they'll figure out how to fucking open it.
Yeah, when they first started doing the childproof bottles, my parents were trying to open one and had to bring it to me when I was a kid.
My dad, I'm not even lying, Donald. My dad used to bring me his lighters. He would hand me a lighter and he'd be like, "There's a child safety lock. Figure it out." And I'd be
Yeah,
like,
grab a little screwdriver, pop that safety, slide off of it, and have fun.
He used to get pissed off and he'd hand me the lighter and he'd be like, "Figure out how to light this thing."
Right. Laura wants me to tell you all that she's on omeprazole.
Yes,
So she's on it.
that would be acid,
Acid
reflux.
reflux.
Like I said, it's the same thing I have right here. Same.
My
medicine.
grandfather was on that.
See, you
And-
guys think you're on a lot of medication. You're on nothing.
Justin, a good price for that you can find at Sam's Club.
Yeah. Pepto Bismol, Gaviscon.
Just know if you're too sick, Pepto doesn't work.
Okay, I'm on vastatin,
Atrovastatin.
Butyhistin, yeah, Bisperol, clomazepam,
I'm not on any medication.
yeah,
I'm just gonna die.
That's apparent from the
Cloprazole,
hair.
Epilin, Lansoprazole,
Yeah.
Levothyroxine, Mebrevine, olanzapine, Prendipril,
I'm gonna
pregabalin,
operate under the assumption I'm
clomazepine.
healthy.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Don't go to the doctor. Just operate under the assumption I'm healthy until I die.
But David, are you sure you have been to see a pharmacist to make sure none of those interact?
That's what the doctor's supposed to do.
We have a medication review every 6 months.
Not to mention the pharmacists do that as well. Well, at least over here they do. They'll actually.
Well, because
know if
sometimes
there's
you know
Yes, they do.
a
the
confliction and
doctor,
they'll
the
warn you.
pharmacist messes up and somebody misses.
And yes, a lot of them medications are a load of crap because things like the Epilin and the pregabalin, I think it is, they're there for my seizures, and it actually says side effects may cause seizures. So how do you know you're getting a side effect?
If you have a seizure,
But I have seizures anyway. I take the medication for seizures.
how you feel right
Oh, it
before
works.
you have the seizure.
Yeah, that's the point. I'm
It
even
gives
though-
It's not how, David, it's
Even
not
though I'm on
helping
the
your
medication,
seizures. That's what's
I still have
giving you.
seizures.
Giving you seizures.
No.
It works.
That's it's not helping your seizures. That's what's giving you your seizures.
Well, Justin's got a point.
But if you read paracetamol, well, your version of that, I bet you any money it says side effects may cause headaches.
May
It's just
cause,
a cover up.
may cause drowsing. Everything may cause drowsiness.
Yeah.
They say it will cause drowsiness
I've never
or will cause fatigue.
Had any medication that causes drowsiness to me. Not even bloody sleeping tablets.
Oh, sleeping tablets are funny.
Okay, so Let's see. Side effects for Excedrin would be severe skin reactions, skin redness, blisters, rash, an allergy alert, and then of course all the stuff for allergies: face swelling, hives. It can cause asthma, wheezing, and shock, and has a liver warning. And it says don't use with 3 or more alcoholic drinks every day while using this product.
Oh, at least yours is more specific. Ours says don't take with alcohol. Right, so take the medication, give it 5 minutes, and then drink some alcohol. Didn't take it with
I
it,
mean,
did I?
the biggest thing anybody gets from like Tylenol and Excedrin over here is really just liver stuff. That's the main thing that's been diagnosed with. Been a bad side effect of it.
Well, usually the most common side effects are, let's see, gastro diarrhea, headaches, fatigue,
Because even a lot of people
that sort of stuff.
Because even over-the-counter medicine's not always a great thing neither, because some people eat it like candy because that's all they can do to get rid of the pain that they're having, and then it ends up causing liver damage or something else because of it. Yeah, I knew people used to go through just bottles of ibuprofen every day, and back pain and stuff. I worked at Walmart. There was a couple of people there that would just sit and just eat those things like candy.
Ibuprofen doesn't get rid of pain though. It stops
It helps
swelling.
with,
It's
yeah,
an
but it helps with
anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, if you have inflammation in your back, it helps with that. That's what they'll actually prescribe you over here in some cases if you have severe back pain. Oh, the ibuprofen's like a fucking cure-all drug now with a lot of with a lot of hospitals, man. They'll want to give you ibuprofen for fucking everything.
What do you think of Aleve, Justin?
I don't use Aleve, so I don't know.
You've never tried it?
I don't think it really works all that well, so I don't use it. I don't think Tylenol works well either. The only thing I really use is just Excedrin. That's only when I get a headache. I don't really take any other medications.
Like if you strain a muscle in your back, you won't take like Aleve.
No, because it doesn't work worth a shit. I don't think they work very well. I don't even think a prescription ibuprofen works all that well on me. I've got bottles of fucking ibuprofen, of a prescription ibuprofen that I've been given by the doctors that I've never taken because I just don't feel like it really helps.
Justin, can you get something called Forehead over there?
Forehead? I've never
Yeah.
heard of that.
Well, instead of a tablet, it's like a. It kind of looks like a stick deodorant.
Yeah, it was head on, applied directly to the forehead. We
That's
called it
it.
head on.
I've never
Yeah.
used it. I didn't even know that was a thing.
And it's basically a scam.
No, it works well over here.
It's okay, but it's
No, just like I got bottles of freaking muscle relaxers I don't ever take because I feel like all they do is just make me super sleepy. And then I don't end up moving around much while I'm sleeping. I feel like I wake up stiffer than when I went to bed.
Why bother with
Right.
relaxing?
oh,
just
you were
as well.
taking a little blue pill then.
Right.
Unfortunately,
if you're waking up stiffer than when you went to bed.
it's called Stiff Willie.
Donald, the blue pill usually is Viagra.
Yeah, I know. It keeps me from rolling over in
And
my
you can
sleep.
you can thank the British for that. But anyway, this video, unfortunately, I can't make it any bigger.
I use it
so-
as a kickstand, basically.
This is a doctor curing a woman of a back problem.
It doesn't roll off the bed. I can't. There's no sound.
No, there's no sound.
So I haven't got a picture yet either.
Yeah.
Guess that's one way of figuring out somebody's pretending.
That is crazy. He just broke his frame. He knocked the thing off the wall.
Yeah,
it won't
watch that.
surprise me if that ain't a DWP freaking medical assessment.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go and see about dinner. I think we're just going to do leftovers tonight, so no cooking videos.
Unless
Yeah,
you're
cool.
cooking leftovers to something new.
We had pizza for dinner.
Yeah, bubble and squeak.
No, Donald?
Nope, we're just going to be doing reheat what we got.
Do you know what bubble and squeak is?
Later, Don.
I've heard of it.
I'm predicting
It's-
Donald's
Hey,
having
Donald.
steak.
It's like fried leftovers, like cabbage, potato, stuff like that.
See, I
I'll put
wouldn't
it in a
I wouldn't
frying
use that
pan.
for leftovers. I would just put cabbage and potato. I would call that like lumberjack slop is what we do, is throw potatoes and onions and
Yeah.
corn and
A little bit
sausage
you
and
put
throw that all in
tomatoes
one pot, one big pan.
Tomatoes in it too, Don?
No, don't be ridiculous. No, you could. I don't know.
That's one of those things you could put whatever the hell you want in it.
Yeah, I never have, but you could.
Well, because tomatoes in something like that adds a little bit of sweetness, to it.
So do the onions
Yep,
and the corn.
yep.
But anyway, I'm gonna go. Bye, guys.
Okay,
Bye,
bye,
Don.
Don.
Now he's not. Now he's gone. They're not onions. They're onions. O-N.
Did Justin leave too?
No, he's still there.
Oh,
It's because he's got his camera off.
I'm
His
not
background off.
not showing a blank spot though.
yeah, because
He's
you
still
probably
here.
have it on for viewer. What is it?
No, he's got YouTube up rather than Zoom. And
Yeah, but
because
you
you've
can
not got a
have-
background on, you're not on YouTube.
I didn't say anything, Don.
Yeah, but usually it's you get a black background, and I don't get it. This is the Zoom workspace.
Right, because you can do hide non-video participants. You probably have that turned on.
Can you see
And
him
it
now?
will- Anybody whose
Nope.
video cameras are shut off, it won't show them. You'll hear them, but it doesn't show their box.
Go to
Where do you go to check that
You
setting?
go up to view up at the very top of the screen.
upper right corner. It'll say view, and below that it'll say speaker or gallery.
No, you go below that and it says hide self-view or hide non-video participants. He's probably got the hide non-video participants checked on. Because it will say show non-video participants.
Here's my choices:
Okay.
speaker,
Uh-huh.
gallery,
Uh-huh.
multi-speaker,
Uh-huh.
immersive, follow host video order,
Right.
change theme, set meeting wallpaper, hide self view.
And then it should say show non-video participants.
Show non-video participants.
Yeah, click on that.
Okay, there it is. Okay.
You see
You
him
just
now?
had that turned
Yep,
off.
it's got a black screen.
Now everybody on YouTube's not going to see me be like David said,
Yeah.
but everybody
So
on the
everybody
panel.
has to turn that on.
No,
No,
it's
on
individual.
YouTube it doesn't show up. On Zoom it does.
In Zoom,
No, Don.
Yeah,
Don?
and
No.
guilty.
And then you can also right below where it says show video participants, you can, or right above that, you can actually hide yourself off the panel. So if you just want to see whoever else is on the panel, you don't care to look at yourself, you can turn
Okay.
yourself off. Everybody else will still be able to see you, just won't be able to see yourself on your
Because all of a sudden you weren't there, and normally, why that setting changed? Normally, if somebody turns their camera off and they're still here, I got this black square.
Well, they've got a new feature as well called View Meeting Timer. And we are 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on 2 hours.
On 2 hours, I'm showing 2 hours and 3 minutes.
I've got 2 hours, 9 seconds, 10 seconds.
I mean, that must be how long he's been on here. I don't know.
It says you have been on here for 1 hour, 29 minutes.
Mine
Yeah,
said
you know what?
2
You know
hours,
what
actually.
David, I think it's how long you've been on because you came on about 2-3 minutes after I did.
no, it says
think that-
it says full meeting duration.
Well,
Mine
you-
it says 2 minutes and 4 seconds, or 2 minutes and 4, or 2
2
hours
hours.
and 4 minutes is what mine says.
What the hell is this? It's now got a timer, a stopwatch. The fuck? Why
Now,
would you,
Paul,
why would you need a stopwatch and a timer?
up there, at view, you can set all participants are in the same order as the host, and that way everybody on everybody's screen is in the same area. Because for some stupid reason, Zoom has this thing where on everybody's screen, everybody's in a different spot. I don't fucking know why it's like that. Because all the other streaming services, they don't do that. It's only Zoom. Like on my screen, Paul's next to me and David's next to me, Andrew and Mark are underneath me. But on other people's screens, it's completely a different order.
Good question, Tim.
No, I was asking if for anybody that had scam numbers that wanted to send them to me, I'd call them and try to do
Tim, you got any to send Justin?
well, they'd have to be US based numbers because I don't have international calling on my phone. So
They've got new features called play music in your stream, group photos, and virtual backgrounds for everything.
Tim.
So did Mark leave?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
Do you see paint on your the paint icon on your screen there, Paul?
Yeah, I see that. but
That's Mark.
I hadn't heard from him in a while. I was just wondering.
All right.
He's still here.
So David, how are you going to handle this?
Handle what?
Being alone?
With
I won't be
being
alone.
solo.
I've got 11 friends to piss me off.
Well, I thought maybe the kids were going to come and stay with you
No kids.
for the week.
No.
what should be gone, what, 10 days?
Yeah.
It was almost
She
a
goes
little over a
Thursday,
week?
comes back a week on Saturday.
Okay. That's a little over a week.
Yeah, 10 days.
What are you looking for?
Well, it's 9 days actually, but yeah, 10 days.
Thursday,
Because
Friday,
a
Saturday,
week would
Sunday,
be
Monday,
the
Tuesday,
Thursday,
Wednesday, Thursday,
the
Friday.
Thursday,
Saturday.
and then 2 days more to get.
Yeah, but you got to remember, she goes tomorrow, so that's day 1.
Yeah.
Friday, day 2. Saturday, day 3. Yeah, keep
Sunday.
going, and then Saturday she don't come back until right at the end of the day, so she'll be back about 9-10 o'clock UK time. So
just short of 10 days.
I class it as a full 10 days.
Hours short of 10 days.
Well,
if I can cause a few traffic jams, I can make it into 11.
Because Thursday to Wednesday is 7 days, and then you've got Thursday, Saturday, so that's 10
And
days.
don't be climbing fucking ladders while she's gone like you did last time when you took the whole light picture out.
I'm redecorating the living room this time.
Remember when
We
he
don't
came on
need to
Paul's
see
and
Dave.
No,
we don't
he
need
was
to see David on the news.
no, he was up on a fucking ladder trying to paint the roof while Laura was gone. Had a slight little seizure and decided to grab onto the light fixture.
Ceiling, not the
ripped
roof.
it out of the ceiling.
Well, it just turns out that the light fitting can't take my weight.
I mean, honestly, I completely
shock, Justin.
But I completely understand why he grabbed it because your natural reaction is going to want to reach out. And
You just grab the first thing that's. You just go for the first thing that's there.
I mean, that's anybody's natural reaction. If they're falling, they're going to reach out and try to grab whatever the hell's in front of them. It just happened to be a poor light fixture that got ripped out of the wall or out of the ceiling violently.
No.
There's a perhaps not famous, but to those people that have read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, it's a famous quote. That's funny enough, the only thing to go through the mind of the bowl of petunias was, "Oh no, not again."
I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I've not seen it.
Worth watching.
I never even watched the new Bill and Ted that came out. They actually released a new Bill and Ted movie. What was it, last year?
Yeah, I don't think I've watched any of Bill and Ted. I think I watched about 10 minutes and it got bored and I was like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, they redid it because all the original guys came back for the movie, and I think it
Yeah.
got released last year or the year before. It's been out
Does
for a while.
anybody know Beetlejuice? Is it a remake or is it a sequel?
No, it's a sequel.
Sequel.
Because I'm seeing all
100% a
these
sequel.
videos on YouTube where people are singing a song to it, and it's like, I
No,
don't
if
remember
you watch-
being in the first one.
No, go watch the actual trailer. You can 100% tell it's a sequel. In the trailer, because remember the girl that played the young chick in the first movie, I can't remember her name offhand.
Yeah.
She's grown up now, and she ends up getting into some shit, and she calls on Beetlejuice to help her. And she gets
Wow.
back a hold with Beetlejuice because she needs his help, because it's some kind of like, underworld forces or she's trying to fight, and Beetlejuice is like the only one that can.
Oh, he
that
said it
can help
3
her figure it
times.
out. But that's
Beetlejuice.
But that's the premise of what you get from the trailer. You can totally tell it's a sequel. 'Cause she's all
Cool.
grown up and stuff, and she even says that she needs Beetlejuice's help. And in the trailer, she's kind of hesitant about wanting to contact him because obviously the history they had. It's definitely not a remake.
Cool.
I know I've been seeing a lot of people posting pictures of them going on Facebook, going to the theaters to watch it. So, I mean, it's definitely drawing a crowd in. Mm-hmm.
It's so Sigma cool.
I wonder if
definitely want to
it's
see
dodgy
it.
website shit.
I mean, I wasn't really a big fan of the original Beetlejuice. I did watch it again like a couple months back just because I hadn't seen it like over 20 years. So I decided to watch it again, but I was never a huge fan of it. It was okay. I'm not big on Tim Burton movies.
You know, there's actually a film called Combat Academy based on 3 kids that get into shit in America and get sent to combat schools. And it's actually quite a funny film, but badly edited. And yet it should do a hell of a lot more. Bye, Andrew.
Later, Andrew. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Tim Burton movies. I don't really like his movies.
I knew it was going. Yeah, if you can watch that film, Combat Academy, I think you'll like it, Justin.
Combat Academy?
Yeah. It's about two dudes. One of them gets, leads the other one on, bad example. And they get kicked out of school and they pretend to be construction workers and get the construction workers to dig on the wrong side of the street. So they get sent to court, and the court sends them to Kirkland Military Academy. And they play mock games against the Russians.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, Tim. I'm waiting for I want to let it build up a few episodes before I jump into it and start watching it. And yes, she is still hot as hell. What the hell's her name? Fucking Johansson? Something Johansson? Uh, 'cause Scarlett Johansson, I think is her name. No. Winona Ryder. That's who I was thinking of. Not Scarlett Johansson.
Not a lot of difference.
Yeah, Winona Ryder still looks really good. I should. She was probably what in the early 20s during that movie, the first one. How old is she now? She's gotta be what in her 50s now, right? Yeah, she's 52. The original movie was in '88, so
There's a new season of Strange New Worlds coming out early next year.
Strange New Worlds.
Star Trek.
It's not an offshoot of Stranger Things, is it?
No, it's
Strange New
Star
Worlds.
Trek.
Oh, Star Trek. Yeah. I thought that was supposed to come out this year.
No.
Did they put
January
it
or
on?
February, apparently.
Uh,
There was one earlier this year, but the next season's due out in January or February.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let Tulsa King build up a few episodes before I watch that. I want to be able to binge watch a few episodes.
We
I
know.
was hoping they were going to release the first 2 episodes because Paramount usually on their shows they usually release the first 2 episodes on the premiere, but they didn't do that with Tulsa King.
Crikey.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the girl that plays Barbara Maitland in the first Beetlejuice, that's the woman that crashes off the bridge, dies in the car accident. You wouldn't even think they were the same person.
I don't think I've even watched the first Beetlejuice.
It's on Netflix. I watched it just to stop them recommending it to me.
Half the people in the original Beetlejuice, man, I'm sure half of these people are fucking dead by now. Because there's a lot of older people that look like they were in their 60s and 70s then.
Well, Michael Keaton's still in it, still going. Geena Davis, who played Barbara Maitland, she's 68 now. Alec Baldwin, he's in jail. 66.
He's on court.
I don't know. Is Alec Baldwin in prison?
No, I don't think he's had his court case yet, has he?
I think he's out on bail. I don't think he's in prison.
Well, he was still on Coronation Street.
Like I said, I think he
Different
should
one.
have. I totally think he should have got charged with that because that gun should have been triple and quadruple checked beforehand. There should have been no reason a real bullet was even near that gun to begin with, being it was a prop gun for a movie. And 2, why the fuck did he point it at somebody that wasn't even part of the actual, like, it wasn't actually in the movie? She was just a producer. So why the fuck did you point it at her and pull the trigger? Like that, whether he did it on purpose or not, it was just stupidity at the end of the day. Like there was no reason to point it at somebody that was working behind the scenes in the movie and shoot it.
Yeah, he's been found not found innocent. His case was dismissed.
Like I said, at the end of the day, him and that dude, the prop master, whoever the prop master was that dealt with that gun, should have been charged with that because there shouldn't have been a real bullet anywhere near that fucking gun.
Yeah, well, the woman that did the ammo, she's been jailed and he's been acquitted.
And the blanks, like even blanks, are dangerous if you're within a certain
Close.
proximity of them.
Yeah.
Right. They can still hurt you really bad.
They can
But
burn.
like I said, there should have never been a real bullet anywhere near a gun that was used as a prop in a movie. So how the fuck a real bullet ended up in that gun is beyond me. And 2, it was so careless of him to pick up a gun, whether it was a prop gun or not, with blanks in it, to point it at somebody that was working behind the scenes on the movie. That wasn't
but
even
you
in
don't
the movie
know.
and pull the trigger.
We don't know whether he picked it up in recording and then shot it. Yeah, and she just got hit by it. You know, just being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
From what they said, he picked it up and aimed it at her and shot it. But like I said, any which way though, that gun should have been quadruple checked beforehand.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be
like
in more films anyway.
And like I
That's for
said, the biggest mistake was how did a real bullet even get near that gun? Because there shouldn't have been any real bullets on that set. And whether it's a prop gun or not, it should be treated as a real firearm at the end of the day, period. Even when you know a gun's unloaded, you treat it as if it's loaded, period.
What the hell is the world coming to? They're making a film on the Prince Andrew scandal. They're going to make a film about a nonce.
Well, there's enough nimwits in the world that'll pay to go see it.
I freaking well won't.
Okay. Bo, come on.
You can join the Nimrods.
Come on, boys.
Tim Jackson.
Oh, I see you guys have had a massive interest rate cut.
Well, that's all politics.
What, you mean they've lost all interest completely?
No, what they've done is they've reduced the what do you call it?
The interest rate, because
interest rate, but
inflation is near 2% again.
But they did that once before and it didn't work. And so all the economists say this is nothing more than another political ploy by the left.
Well, I don't know, because I'm surprised you haven't had an interest rate cut sooner, because we've had interest rate cuts over here. Because, again, the CPI is actually back now to 2%. That's inflation. That means all those on benefits.
Hey, Waypoint, yep.
Actually.
At Waypoint, I had to go out and feed the bird feeder.
No, it shouldn't affect it until April.
Well, September UK inflation rate. Why did you give me fucking 2023? 24, you knobs. Due on the 17th.
Mr. Tim.
Well, that was yesterday.
Right, benefits should go up by 4.3% next year.
Are you including PIP in that? Because they won't get any other benefits.
Just a minute, Mark. Right, sorry, Mark. Yes, PIP is one of them.
Okay. In fact, they didn't class that as a benefit until last year, I think.
Yeah, PIP went up 6.9% last year.
Yeah, and if you want to figure out what the interest rate is in the US, you got to go look that shit up on your own, because the news constantly lies about it.
It's at 4.5 at the moment, or 4.3, same as ours.
4.75.
Is that the current one? Because it's just updated.
That's just what I saw on online a second ago.
Wow.
But you have to actually go to the Treasury and look what they've posted, because, like I said, the news agencies lie all the time, because, especially during the political campaigns, because they're trying to lie and say the interest rate's lower, or they try to skew the numbers to make it seem lower than it is.
Yeah, so you don't have to pay out as much.
Well, and they're trying to make themselves look better at the end of the day. They're trying to say, oh, we've been doing a good job,
I think my pension went up by 10.1% in April. because it's index linked with it being a government pension. But I can't see it's getting a big rise this year. Well, next year.
Trump's describing the would-be attacker on Fox News.
How the hell does he know? We was 2 holes away from him. He didn't see him.
Oh no, he got a report, an in-depth report. And the in-depth report hasn't been released to the public yet.
Well, it's like our governor. He already told. He apparently was on the phone with Biden and told Biden that the federal government isn't the one that needs to be doing an investigation. It needs to be the state of Florida, because he doesn't think that the federal government should be doing the investigation, because the same the FBI is one of the ones that's doing the criminal investigation, is the same one that was trying to convict Trump on those charges, and he doesn't think the same agency should be doing a parallel investigation to it. So he launched the Florida launched their own investigation into it. I mean, there's really nothing to investigate. They already know what pretty much happened. Just a radical at the end of the day. Just a lone gunman.
What was Dusty doing on the golf course this morning anyway?
Redoing sidewalks.
Nice, that's what he does, is it?
Yeah, he does concrete work.
Cement
He
work.
he did a
So-
live show from the golf course the other day where he was fixing
Doing
their
the ca-
concrete. But he has to work around the
Yeah.
golfers teeing off, so it takes him forever.
Yeah.
They're out in the freezer.
Right. Okay, folks. I'm going to
Okay,
Go
you
on.
guys ready to call it? Are you?
yeah, I'm about to push Laura out the door early.
Oh, then you can race around the house naked and everything. Yeah.
I do that anyway.
Yeah, why would that make a difference if Laura was home or not?
Yeah.
That's what-
Seen him naked.
Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again in the morning.
Yeah. Catch you later,
All right.
guys.
Yep.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye all.